Hi Capricorn, this is your June 9th through the 15th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Capricorn. We have the Fool clarified by the King of Wands. Then we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Hierophant. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and other Capricorn. Well, I was a little surprised to see that Ten of Wands clarifying the Two of Cups. But perhaps it has something to do with the Fool card. Let me explain. Let me tell you who the person is first, right? And that would be the King of Wands clarifying the Fool. The King of Wands is probably a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Fool, by the way, is an Aries major arcana card. If this King of Wands is not a fire sign, they could be somebody who is very fiery, very passionate, somebody who's got the initiative, somebody who's like a leader. Okay? The Fool, if this person is not an Aries, even if they are an Aries, the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, jumping right in, despite certain circumstances. And that's why I think the Ten of Wands is right here clarifying the Two of Cups. So this person, despite that Ten of Wands, this person, or perhaps both of you, are taking this leap of faith, both of you jumping right in. I don't think the Ten of Wands is anything like negative in terms of your feelings towards one another, because it's clarifying the Two of Cups. The Ten of Wands could be things like you could be from different cultures, different backgrounds, different countries, different cities, right? Perhaps maybe one of your parents is not really happy about it. You may have people who are not really happy about the fact that the two of you are together. There's some kind of a circumstantial Ten of Wands here. It is a card of a burden, but I think you guys are going to make it work either way. I think you will. I think you're going to overcome whatever that Ten of Wands is. Maybe some of you are not making that much money right now, but in the future you will be. Maybe you don't have a place to stay right now, so you may have to rent a place, and maybe it's that place is not up to your standards. You know, there's going to be some kind of a difficulty associated with this. That's what the Ten of Wands is. But again, it feels like it's circumstantial. Okay? Both of you are jumping right in. Regardless, right? The Two of Cups is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people are on the same page, in love with one another. We also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. It's actually, you know, that card could be associated with many different zodiac signs. Sagittarius is one of them. Sagittarius is also a fire sign. But the Wheel of Fortune could be a card of one of you moving, relocating. It's also a card of maybe a fortunate turnaround. Perhaps you didn't even realize it right now, that's how fortunate it is that the two of you are you know, jumping right in, taking this leap of faith. Okay, the Hierophant, the card in the middle, could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of commitment to marriage. The 3 cards that actually came out, the Fool, the Two of Cups, and the Hierophant, those 3 cards actually tell the whole story. You know, taking a risk, jumping right in because of love, and bam, here comes the commitment. The Hierophant is a card of commitment, religion, education. It is a card of something formal and official, and most important, it is a card of a traditional marriage. All right, traditional marriage. So, I really like it when marriage cards show up so early in the spread, and like the third card showing up as a marriage card, that's perfect. That's usually perfect. But guess what? It's not the only marriage card in this reading. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. That looks more like you, Capricorn. Every single card in there is a Pentacle card, right? Earth sign indicator, you're an Earth sign. But what's going on there, it's like it gets really serious, really practical, really down to earth, really when people collaborate, build together. That's what the Three of Pentacles says. It is a card of collaboration, cooperation. And in your case, this is both of you putting time, energy, whatever is necessary into it, to build it together, to establish it, to make it solid. All right, the Knight of Pentacles, the first card in there. It is a card of a very serious, long-term type of a deal with that Knight of Pentacles. But the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. All right, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of a serious, real, solid commitment or marriage. It's also a card of a lot of money and real estate. Hopefully all of the above. All right, so yeah, this reading starts with like the full, yeah, let's give it a shot, let's take a risk, let's jump right in, despite the fact that something is still like a small issue with the Ten of Wands, but then in the future it gets really serious, grounded, financially abundant, and all that good stuff. Interesting reading, Capricorn. It's worth it. It's going to be worth it. Taking that plunge with the Fool card is going to be worth it. All right, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Capricorn, the spread is for you. We have the Emperor clarified by the Chariot. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands clarified by the Sun. And we also have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries, Cancer, Leo, or any zodiac sign. You know, a couple of things actually could be happening here. A couple of things. Or just one thing. Right? The Page of Wands clarified by the Sun, right next to the deck. The Sun is a Leo major arcana card, and the Page of Wands could be a child, a fire sign child, right? Leo is a fire sign. Leo birthday season starts at the end of July, so perhaps this spread, at least partially, is talking about that. Somebody could be expecting a child, a Leo child, a little baby, could be on the way. All right, for some of you. For others of you, perhaps something happens during Leo birthday season, right? The Page of Wands, yeah, could be something could be happening during Leo birthday season, okay? But the Page of Wands is also a card of like communication, right? This reading starts with the Emperor clarified by the Chariot. The Emperor could be an Aries, the Chariot could be a Cancer, but the Emperor is like a husband figure, a father figure, a grandfather figure, okay? The Emperor could be somebody who is like a boss figure or a figure of authority. All right. The Chariot, clarifying it, is a card of victory and success. It's also a card of literally going somewhere. It could be a card of transportation. So first of all, you're dealing with the Emperor, or perhaps everything depends on the Emperor, or you could be buying a car or something like that. The Seven of Pentacles in the middle is a card of waiting. So that card made me immediately think of the Leo birthday season, because it is a card of waiting, and perhaps you're waiting for the Leo birthday season. And again, I already gave you a few scenarios as to what could be happening, right? So the Emperor and waiting and the Leo season. Right? The Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of a family, commitment, marriage. It could be an actual wedding. Maybe you're setting a wedding date this week and you'll be getting married during the Leo birthday season. Or again, I keep hearing Leo, because the sun besides that is the happiest card in the deck. So there's going to be some kind of a news arriving either this week or at some point in the future that's going to put a huge smile on your face. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Capricorn, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent next. We have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or absolutely any zodiac sign. So somebody is coming back. And I don't see you being sad. I see you being very happy, Capricorn. All right? I see you being like really, really happy, even satisfied. You may even think of it as a wish come true. Okay? Perhaps it's not an ex. It could just be somebody from your past. Perhaps you never dated. You could have. But if this really is an ex, then nobody's holding a grudge. Right? You're happy. You're happy this person is back. Okay? Yeah, this reading starts with the Knight of Cups clarified by the Page of Wands. So here this person comes. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but at the same time it's the most loving and romantic night out of all 4 nights. The Page of Wands is a message This is them letting you know they're on their way. Speaking of them being on their way, the Six of Swords in the middle, that's exactly that. This is them coming back. The Six of Swords is also a card of things getting better, things improving. Okay, the Nine of Cups clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, that's you. I assume you're the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Cups is a card of a satisfaction and fulfillment. It's also a card of a wish come true. And the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of victory and success. Alright, so this looks awesome. Capricorn, you're gonna be really happy about the fact that this person is coming back. Alright, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Capricorn, this week. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Devil clarified by the Nine of Cups. We have the Five of Swords clarified by the Chariot. And we also have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you just watched the previous spread. That one had a 9 in it. This spread, the work, business, and finances spread, has 2 9s in it. This is one interest. It's like this spread is about some kind of a strategy working, or something like working in your favor, Capricorn. Let me explain. The Devil card is clarified by the Nine of Cups. I clarified that Five of Swords first, and the Chariot showed up. And only after that, I simply asked, how will Capricorn feel about this? Even though I already had a good feeling. How are you going to feel? And yeah, the Nine of Cups showed up. You're good. Whatever that Five of Swords means, you're good. But we'll get to the Five of Swords in just a second, right? The Nine of Cups clarifying the Devil. The Devil is your major arcana card, right? And the Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction. So you will be satisfied with what's going on, all right? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, the first card. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who is doing very well financially. It's a card of somebody who's glowing up, somebody who is in the center of attention, somebody maybe everybody admires and respects. Okay, and that Five of Swords clarified by the Chariot. The Five of Swords is a card of like a victory at any cost. It's a card of like slamming the door on the way out. It's a card of a major battle. And the Chariot clarifying it is a card of a victory and success. Okay, so perhaps if there's like a lawsuit, you're winning, or your lawyer is winning on your behalf. If this is about business, then you're still winning. Okay, you're still winning and somebody losing badly with that Five of Swords clarified by the Chariot, right? You could just be watching at all of this from the sidelines, and it could be unfolding, and you're just like watching it. But I think you had something to do with it, right? Not like you're an evil genius, but it feels like you had some kind of a strategy, right? And something is unfolding, some kind of a battle is going on, and you're definitely on the winning side. All right, you're satisfied. You're definitely satisfied with that Nine of Cups. Okay, so maybe somebody's quitting their job and they're coming to work for you, or some kind of a contract is being torn apart, and instead you're benefiting from it. These are just some examples. It could be the other way around. Maybe you're quitting your job and you're gonna start a new job, and the new workplace is gonna be so much better for you. Something along those lines. There's definitely gonna be some kind of a battle with the Five of Swords, but you're winning. You're satisfied with it. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Capricorn. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. This is simply a repeat of the previous spread, the work, business, and finances spread. As a matter of fact, the very first card that came out here is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of work, business, and finances, right? And the Five of Wands in the middle is similar to the Five of Swords in the previous spread. So what you're not expecting has something to do with some kind of a battle, some kind of a conflict at work. Right. But as we saw in the previous spread, you're winning, or you're happy, or you're satisfied with the fact that it's happening, or you're satisfied with the result. Okay? The Ace of Swords right next to the deck is a card of clarity. It's a yes. It's a very sharp object in that Ace of Swords. That sword is a very sharp object. Okay? So somebody's gonna not be shy about using it, right? The Five of Wands is a card of drama, conflict, competition, fight, right? And again, it has something to do with work. The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, it could be a card of intuition. Maybe it's a card of a secret, or something that's unofficial, or something that happens behind the closed doors. All right, some kind of a Yeah, that's what you're not expecting. Oh yeah, and the Eight of Wands clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. It could be a card of somebody maybe literally going somewhere on a business trip, or it's a card of communication, back and forth communication, or something along those lines. Okay, Capricorn. So yeah, there's some kind of a thing, some kind of a disturbance, some kind of a turbulence coming up, at work-related, business-related. But I hope you're ready, and again, I think you're going to be satisfied with the outcome. All right, Capricorn, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Capricorn, have an amazing week.